This video is about Soxhlet extractions. Soxhlet extractions is a really old technique invented in 1879. Today, I will be extracting beneficial fungus, but it can be used for almost anything. To get started, I add 400 milliliters of water into this flask. I could have used a funnel for pouring, but I think I did a good job. After that, I found a large coffee filter. It came with this coffee maker I got a while ago, so I had it laying around. I folded it hamburger and then folded the corners in. I made sure it was creased really well so nothing would fall out of it. Then I folded the bottom up once just to hold the flaps in place. Once that was done, I had made myself a little pouch. Then I got about an ounce of medicinal mushrooms. After placing it inside, I rolled the opening down a few times. This ensures nothing falls out and any powder doesn't clog the apparatus. Soxhlet apparatuses are known to be clogged by fine powders. Once it was evenly distributed, I folded everything in half. And that completes the preparation before setting up the apparatus. I started by shoving the whole package we made earlier into the apparatus. Once that was in there, I went to go find a screwdriver. This is because, without a way to exchange pressure, the siphon won't function right. I do this by carefully making a little channel on one side of the filter. That should allow the pressure to equalize, and the siphon should function properly. You also don't want to fill it much higher than this, but I think we're good to go. I placed the beaker from earlier onto a hot plate on my desk. Then, using a laboratory stand, I positioned the apparatus. On top of that, I added the condensing column. You need some way to cool the column, and I'm just using a bucket of cold water. I have a little aquarium pump that I'm using to feed water through it. Once all that is hooked up, we're basically good to go. That means it's time to plug in the pump and also turn on the heating. From here, there's not a whole lot to do except wait a really long time. That's usually around 5 to 10 hours, depending on what you're extracting. I decided to put some tin foil around it to hopefully speed up the boiling. I eventually started to see bubbles, which I thought was a really good sign. I then noticed some condensation going up as the apparatus starts to function. As it slowly heats up, the condensation will make its way to the condenser. From there, it will be dripping the solvent onto the media. In this case, it's water, but it can be pretty much any solvent. If you choose to use a solvent like alcohol, be aware that it makes flammable fumes. And if any of those fumes escape, it could be really dangerous. Luckily, I don't have any of that to worry about because I'm just using water. From here, I'll just leave it running until the water in the apparatus clears up. For this batch, I left it running around 8 hours, and that seemed to be pretty good. I saw it was boiling over after a few cycles, so I turned the temperature down. After a while, the cooling water warmed up. I easily fixed this by switching in some cold water, and I just let it run for a while. It's kinda satisfying just watching it function, so I spent some time doing that. Finally, after around 8 to 10 hours, the water started clearing up. That means that the extraction is done, and I was left with this really dark water. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do with it, but I've got some good ideas. As usual, a big thank you goes to all my supporters on Patreon. Eventually I want to do this full time, and I'm really grateful for all my viewers.